As many of you know, Freedom Watch doesn't just protect freedom with regard to our tyrannical government. It protects freedom economically throughout the United States and the world. In fact, long before I did Judicial Watch and Freedom Watch, I was an international trade lawyer, and I still do that in my private practice to a large extent. I believe in free trade, but fair trade keeps prices down for consumers, allows consumers to profit from a positive economic environment. So, over 2.5 years ago, I had seen that the PGA Tour was trying to kill competition from a new golf league called Live Golf. It did everything it could to destroy it. The PGA Tour is a monopoly. It used illegal means to do it. It suspended independent contractors that were on Live who were also members of the PGA Tour. It colluded with the European Tour, which is called the DP World Tour, to fine golfers millions of dollars. It interceded with the major tournaments at Augusta National, the Masters, the PGA Championship, the US Open, and the British Open, which is called the Open, to keep them out of those tournaments. It used networks such as the Golf Channel to disparage Live players, calling them acceptors of blood money, terrorists, and murderers, simply because the Saudi Public Investment Fund actually financed Live to get off the ground. In fact, the Saudis have financed about 30% of all American companies, whether it's Walt Disney, whether it's Boeing, whether it's Apple, you name it. The Saudis are not our enemy. The Saudis are our friend. They're one of our best allies. So this is what was happening. And I saw that because I turned on the television one day. I was watching Golf Channel, which is owned by NBC, and I saw Commissioner Jay Monahan trashing the Live players, arrogant, grimacing, making all kinds of faces. I said, something's not right here. Something's not right in Denmark. It's not right in the golf world. So as a golf consumer, I'm an avid golf fan. I'm a low handicap golfer. I used to be a great golfer when I was younger. I still am pretty good. I have an 8 handicap today. I was scratch in high school and at Duke University. But I decided I was going to be the guinea pig. I was going to bring a consumer case with regard to what's happening at Live and the PGA Tour. And because of this anti-competitive activity, this raises the price to consumers to buy tickets from the PGA Tour. And of course, we also want to be able to see Live golfers compete against PGA Tour golfers. In fact, in the course of the last 3 years, Live has taken a lot of the really great players on the PGA Tour, done it quite legally. It's called competition. And the strength of field in PGA Tour events is now terribly low, which is why people are not watching. The golf revenues, the publication and broadcast revenues are down 20% for the PGA Tour. So this is also harming the economic interests of the PGA Tour itself, which shows you its anti-competitive desire to maintain a monopoly, because to do something like that makes no sense. So consequently, the case has been filed in the Palm Beach Circuit Court. It has moved very slowly. I'm up against thousands of lawyers from big law firms. One of them, Sidley and Austin, I was up against when I helped break up AT&T as a young lawyer at the Justice Department. I was on the trial team that did that. I'm an antitrust lawyer, among other things. And this case is going forward. But at every step of the way, the lawyers of the PGA Tour and its commissioner, Jay Monahan, both of which are defendants, as well as the lawyers for Rory McIlroy and Tiger Woods and Davis Love, and some of those players that sit on the advisory committee that are alleged to be participating in anti-competitive conduct, they have slowed everything down by filing mountains of pleadings with a judge that's overloaded on his docket. And we are pushing as hard as we can. Now, we have a very good judge. He's a very honest man. He's a very fair man. But he has a caseload of over 1,000 cases. So I've got a few things up my sleeve on how to move this case more quickly. It's very important, not just for golf consumers. Watch what I do in the next few weeks. We had a big hearing last week. The judge is going to make some crucial rulings very soon. But Freedom Watch needs your strong financial support, not just if you're a golf fan, but if you believe in freedom, economic freedom, and you don't want bullies to push you around, and you don't want people to monopolize our economy, because that hurts our economy at a time, frankly, that our economy is not doing well. In fact, we have great inflation. So we also have great inflation in the golf industry as a result of this. And thanks to the PGA Tour's efforts, they have scared away sponsors, they've scared away networks from Live Golf, in addition to, of course, the high prices that they're able to charge by restraining trade, and also with regard to all of the illegal acts that they've allegedly conducted, which harm competition in the golf industry. It's very important that we have an open economy for us to be successful. And of course, you can see the stock market has been crashing in recent days, and we want to make sure that this economy moves forward, regardless of who's president, in the best possible way for the American people. So go to freedomwatchusa.org, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. We are your, in effect, antitrust division. We took action when no one else would. In fact, a case between Live and the PGA Tour was settled with a dismissal about a year ago. Our case continues on. We are unafraid, and we will take actions as we deem appropriate. So please look at this case. It's very important for competition in general and to save our economy from going into the tank. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless America. And remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast. Until then, thank you for listening to me.